So, how did you think the Tesla Q2 earnings call went yesterday for Tesla? While the stock initially fell, if you take a closer look, you're going to find some real gems. It really all depends on your perspective, doesn't it? Today, we're going to hear from Cern Basher, who came prepared with charts and analysis. He'll share with you what he found regarding the profit analysis, auto gross margin, components of the revenue, and a lot of other surprises. Cern is a chartered financial analyst. He's currently running his own investment advisory firm called BrilliantAdvice, providing wealth management services. Take it away, Cern.
So was this second quarter earnings report from Tesla a bad report? Well, I think it depends on your perspective. So certainly there are a number of things that you could become worried about. First of all, if you look at the gross profit per vehicle sold, now is now under $6,000 as of the second quarter. So that's a number that's lower, I think, than we'd like to see. Also, you could look at the profitability of the company, the auto gross margins, for example. While they were higher and they've come down and they've sort of flatlined. If you exclude regulatory credits, which a lot of people on Wall Street like to do, you can see that gross margins have continued to decline. We haven't seen a stabilization or a turn in that number yet. And you could also say that over the last 6 quarters, we've seen a flatlining of the revenue growth. So you could easily become concerned about the growth prospects of the company if you're looking at these numbers. And when you consider Tesla's other businesses, the services and other businesses, including supercharging, and then energy here in green, you could say, well, those are promising businesses, but as a percent of revenue, they're about only 20%. So you could say, this is an auto company and the prospects of the auto company are not particularly bright. Now, on the other hand, there is a bright spot with Tesla Energy. This is a chart of the cumulative storage deployed for Tesla Energy since the company's inception. And we're now approaching 45 gigawatts. And the company just deployed about 9 gigawatts this last quarter. And so that certainly is a bright spot for the company. Also, when you factor in the growth of the energy business and services and other business, you can see here on the quarterly revenue, we're seeing some nice growth there as well. And when you factor in the profitability of those businesses, you can see that services and other and energy and regulatory credits now account for about a third of the company's total profits. So that's not an insignificant amount. Another thing I think that's a bright spot is the profitability of Tesla's other business lines. So while automotive gross margins have come down, you can see that Tesla Energy now is the most profitable business line, and the services and other businesses now contributing to profits as well. So those are all positive things. Now, in terms of the regulatory credits, I look at it a little bit differently than most people. Wall Street likes to exclude regulatory credits. They basically say that may go away one day. And while I agree with that, I think that just simply excluding regulatory credits is a mistake. The way I view it is Tesla's competitors are giving Tesla free money every quarter to help defray their investments in CapEx. They're helping Tesla build new factories so that Tesla can make new products to compete with those same competitors. I don't know of any other business or industry where that is possible. And so that's a pretty amazing thing. And it's not an insignificant amount of money. Since Q3 of 2018, Tesla's competition have given Tesla almost $9 billion of money with which to build new factories. That's approximately about 2 gigafactories, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of the amount of money that the competition has given Tesla. Now, here's where I think a lot of people are getting it wrong. Companies don't grow to be successful companies because they beat earnings expectations quarter in and quarter out. we should expect a certain amount of lumpiness and ebbs and flows in the growth of a company. But what is interesting, I think, for Tesla is that just as analysts exclude the regulatory credits because one day they won't be there, by that line of thinking, they should also be excluding the revenue from the auto business because one day that may not be there, or it may be such an insignificant amount. What I'm trying to say is that Tesla is on the verge of transforming itself from a company that makes automobiles and sells them for a profit to a company that is using AI-powered products that is going to generate recurring revenue from those products, whether it be vehicles, robotaxis, or humanoid robots. And that is going to completely change the nature of the company. So one way to look at this increase in cumulative deliveries over time, which is now over 6 million vehicles that have been delivered since Tesla's inception, is these are the razors that have been put into the world. And now Tesla has the opportunity to convert into the razor blade model, where they can earn recurring revenue from using these razors, not just selling them. Also, I would point out that the company's investments are not a sign of a company in distress. That, in fact, Tesla has been increasing its R&D expenses over time and its CapEx over time. Tesla is on track this year to spend about $10 billion in CapEx. That is not a sign of a company that is struggling. So while the profitability of Tesla's core business today is lower than we would like to see, Tesla is still investing very heavily for this future that I just talked about. And when you combine the CapEx and R&D, since Tesla's inception, they've invested over $60 billion to build this company.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Cern. You always do a great job with these financial analysis. Follow Cern on X at Cern Basher. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Hey there, thank you for joining me. If you can, please consider supporting this channel so I can keep it going. It's a lot of work arranging all these amazing interviews. One of the easiest ways is just to click that join button and become a member of the channel. Thank you very much, and let's get brighter. I've created a website that is the most comprehensive resource for the Tesla investor. And you can get for free 3 milestone tables that list every major milestone Tesla has ever had since 2003. Please check it out. Simply go to my website at herbertong.com. Thank you very much, and let's get brighter.